welcome to another episode of Michael's Backyard Marina. We're on the road again, as you can see, doing something a little different today. We're going a little bit of a road trip to take a boat trip. Got the old 1973 Cobalt, 50-year-old Cobalt boat with a 165 Mercruiser, 165 horsepower Mercruiser inline 6-cylinder with the SC106 outdrive, new trim cylinders. We've tested this boat twice this year on the water, covered about 100 miles on 2 different trips, just on a regular lake, just running back and forth, just kind of making sure we got everything lined out and doing what we wanted to do. What we're heading toward right now is we're going to be, going over to pick up my son, because he's kind of on the way to our destination. We're going to go drop the boat in Clinton, Iowa, on the Mississippi River. So we're going to make a river run today is our goal, all things going well. We're going to go from Clinton, Iowa, all the way to Dubuque, Iowa. And it's about a 60-mile run one way. And the goal is to run up there, maybe eat some lunch, get you guys some awesome drone footage of the riverbank and the trip up there and back. Maybe there's some sights, maybe there's some neat bridges. I don't know. We're exploring that part of the Mississippi River, and wish us luck, and enjoy the ride along with us. I think it's going to be fun. We'll learn as we go together, right? But I'm excited to get out here and do this again this year. We haven't done this for a couple of years, maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years, since we've been on the river itself. But now we're ready to get back out there and see what we can do. That's why I put the old fish finder on the Cobalt, so we had some chart mapping and we could actually see the river and river information. I'll show you some of that when we get on the river, and show you why I want one of those type of fish finders on a boat when I'm going on the Mississippi. It's just helpful. We'll go through some locks, 1 or 2 locks. I don't know if anybody's ever been through a lock and dam situation. They're kind of interesting. You know, they'll pump thousands and thousands of gallons of water in and out of these locks just for one pleasure boat. And I'll try to capture some of that, as well as to, you know, what you need to do if you're planning on going on a boat on the river, and how you can radio in to the lock and let them know that you got a pleasure craft that you want to lock through and proceed on up or down the river. It's pretty fun. It's the first few times we did it, it was exciting. It's still interesting every time. Just the mechanical wonder of how much those lock gates and how they work. We'll capture all that. We should get some awesome drone footage of us going through those locks as well. So it'll be like you're there with us, is what I'm saying, which is going to be a cool thing, I feel. But yeah, the 50-year-old Cobalt, we're going to try it. Now, this isn't nothing new for us, really, because we've done a 1976, my 1976 Starcraft. My son and I have taken that boat from Clinton all the way down to south of Keokuk through that lock and dam. We've covered the whole side from Clinton, Iowa, all the way down. If you look at a map, and maybe I can pop a map up on the screen, we'll see what I can do with my editing abilities. Show you where we've been so far, and our goal, maybe by the end of the summer, is to have covered, I'm calling it the east coast of Iowa. So it's basically covering the whole east side of Iowa, up and down the Mississippi River. Once we accomplish that, chances are I'm going to probably try to do some more fishing on the Mississippi, take you guys along with that in the future. But now we're just doing, I call them my little mini cannonball runs, running up the river 60 miles, turning around and coming back. You know, we actually take 10 gallons worth of fuel on the boat, and along with the 26-gallon tank that it has on it, to try to not run out of fuel. And we're going to be discovering if there is any, you know, fuel docks along the way, because we're definitely going to need some fuel docks. The last fuel check was 26 miles or 26 gallons won't get us very far at 3 miles to the gallon. But it's an adventure. We're going to try it with this boat. This boat is very smooth on the water. We're hoping to have, you know, some smooth water to play or to cruise on, and kick back and relax and enjoy the ride. So you guys stay tuned. We'll be on the water here in the next few seconds. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share the videos with other folks, friends. That's the best way to support the channel, is get that viewership up for me. The channel's been growing at a pretty good rate. I want to keep it growing and going. This channel has always been very seasonal. It falls off pretty hard in the fall, in the winter, and then in the summertime and spring, the channel picks back up because people are watching the videos to figure out how to fix their outboards and their inboards and anything I've tinkered with over the last several hundred videos. So stay tuned. We'll be around the water in a bit and get you some more fun stuff. Any copyrights. All right. Well, folks, we're in the water. A little touch and go. I probably should have had the GoPro on because, you know, mistakes were made. Engine's running great right now. It started up pretty decent. Let it run on the trailer for a while to make sure everything was cool before I backed it off the trailer. Backed it off the trailer and was drifting a little bit, and the engine died. Hell of a time restarting it. So much so we're drifting down. We're on the river, so it's current. We're drifting down, and I had to throw the anchor out to stop me from getting too far down the river and we're getting into trouble. Ended up having to dump some more fuel down in the carburetor to get her going again. So, you know, I think I still got a weak fuel pump. We're gonna still soldier on here and deal with, let's just say we might have to deal with some bad decisions. I hope we don't. We're going down a little channel right now. We're heading south on this little channel, and then we'll be hooking a left and heading north. Should be pretty cool. The channel right now is running about 10 feet deep, right down the middle here. We're just idling along until I get into, this is just an offshoot, kind of goes out and around. And I'll show you something real quick, because here's what I'm doing with the Hummingbird. We got the map, shows the depths of everything going on. We're in 8 feet of water. Shows the temperature being currently 216 degrees. That's weird. That's probably not right at all. But anyway.
That is.
Huh?
That's what angle we're facing.
This T? Degrees T? Oh, yeah. What's the water temperature? Why isn't that showing up? Might not show in this view. Anyway. So this is what we're using, so we can see the depths of the river. We'll have channel markers we'll see up here, the red and green. You know, if you head north, you want to keep, I think, the green to the left of you, the red to the right. Heading south, it's just the opposite, obviously. So we're gonna get in the channel, and then we'll open her up and see what this is all about. But we put in at Comanche, Iowa, which is just a hair touch south of Clinton. It was looked like a decent boat ramp. Didn't have any dock or anything, and we got her in, and well, we're gonna head north now. So,
Is that a wing dam?
Where? Well, there's something there. How deep does it stay? What is that? The big dark line we just noticed right across the channel. Unless it's this underwater pipe.
Well, I'm wondering if it's satellite image. That just kind of canked off.
That could be. Oh, yeah, it is, because it's that same pattern. All right. We'll learn as we go and hope we don't blow. We'll flip you around. So you can see here, we're coming up into the river. Off here to the left, there's a channel marker there that's green.
76-degree water. That's not bad.
Oh. Scared to cut across, but not a lot. Let's back it out here.
It's deep quick.
Yeah, that's a deep spot right there. We're going through about, should hit about 5 foot water, then we drop into the channel, which is about 14 foot of water. As you can see up here, there's a red buoy, and over here to the right, it's a green buoy. That's the channel markers.
That's got some good side foot.
Huh?
Got some good side foot.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get horrible gas mileage
Probably.
going off.
We got a full tank of gas, so we got 10 gallons worth of gas in cans. And now that we're out here in the channel, past the channel marker, we're in 15 foot of water. Let's throttle her up and see what we got. We got this gray line to follow. That must be the center of the channel.
Or the river, yeah. Oh, that might be the state dividing line.
Yeah. As you guys can see up here, the markers are pretty close together. It looks like it narrows down quite a bit. We're running in about 18 foot of water right now. 25 foot. It's the mighty Mississippi, folks. What color is that one? That one green? Yeah. All right. Looks like a wing dam right there to the left of that one.
Yeah.
It's just weird to see the water having its own movement. But you know, guys, for a river, this is glass. This is smooth water. It's just weird when you can see all the turbulence in the water, because it is a moving body of water, right? You got all the shade in your face now. I got the sun. Where's my sun visor?
I might be sitting up there in the wind. This needs to be a curve or pull down.
Oh yeah. Right now we're running 30 miles an hour at, let's call it almost 3,200 RPM. Basically the same speed we were able to hit on the lake. So I don't see this impacting our fuel mileage too much. Now something I want to show you guys here is, I hope you can see it, these little lines coming out like this, those are called wing dams. And they're periodically, depending on where you're at in the lake, there's more or less of them. And what that does is slow the water down, helps focus the water more to the center of the channel. And that's all about making sure there's a channel for barges to go through. There's a boat ramp. Look at all these boat ramps. There's one there, one there, one there. On my screen. Oh. Boom, boom, boom. It shows all the ramps. And now over here to the left, folks, is where we got fuel last year. There's a fuel dock, which is good to know. But that's a long ways from where we're going to go. See that? I'm looking at that one there. Yeah, over here it's just 4 foot, 5 foot of water. Just to the right of that. I was thinking about, man, this thing just quit working on me. I'm like, I'm not sure I want to go. I ain't gonna go if that ain't working. Just because of these errors I would have already made.
Oh, that's a cool setting.
What's that?
Must be a setting on there. The red is too shallow.
Oh, yeah.
If you set a certain depth, it'll turn that depth or a little shallow red.
Tell you where the dangers are.
Yeah.
Those are all full barges. Matter of fact.
Those are empty.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to show some people. Looks like there's plenty of depth over here. Now guys, look at these barges over here ahead of us. The one straight in front of you, those are full barges. See how the water line's maybe 2-3 feet above the actual barge body itself? And then as you look down the river here, or up the river, there's actually empty ones. And you can see how much taller they sit out of the water. So when you see a barge, that's how much is under the water. So pretty cool. I just wanted to show you guys that. Hopefully this is the only wake we'll hit today.
Oh, it's fine.
That's fine. So a little detour there for you folks. Already gone 3.8 miles and don't feel like it. Down to half a tank. That'd be like, we're not going far today. Turn around. We got enough fuel in the cans to get us home. Our goal today is just to hold it at 30 miles an hour-ish. And let's see how things go for us. That's what?
I'm trying to shove my hand down as far as I can. Only my fingertips are getting wet from the splash.
Being all just a splash. Can you grab that, my little GoPro? Have to hop up for a sec. Get the bumpers out.
Oh.
Ugh.
that good or?
Probably holder, yeah.
All right.
That'd be fine. Money's kind of dead here. You don't really move much.
Damn.
Stand by.
What channels is it? Or I guess you probably haven't changed the channel.
And it's 14 before.
Lock 13.
This is lock 13?
Yeah.
Northbound pleasure craft looking to lock
13,
through.
Pleasure craft looking to head northbound through the lock.
Yeah. See if I get it right. Hey, lock 13, northbound pleasure craft looking to lock through. What's your ETA?
Lock 13, go ahead.
2 minutes.
Say again?
Lock 13, go ahead.
Oh.
Oh. Yes, I got a northbound pleasure craft here looking to lock through.
Copy that. Give us about 5-10 minutes. Get ready.
Perfect, thank you so much. Oh, perfect, thank you so much.
Push the button.
You gotta push the button. Well, I was pushing the button, but I didn't push the button when I said that the second time, so that's why I had to say it again. All right, folks, so we got a little Cobra floating marine radio. We're at lock 13, and we communicated with them just to let them know that, hey, northbound, as you heard, northbound pleasure craft looking for permission to lock through, and they said 5 to 10 minutes, and there's a light up there. Let's see if I can get you turned in the right direction here. There's a red light up there right now, and it'll turn green when they get the gates open and the water level right, and we'll pull in. Now we have our bumpers out, because typically some of them have little tie lines that you hold on to or tie to your boat, or, you know, just to keep you up against the wall, or just so you don't bump into the, you know, these are some pretty gnarly walls here and there. They're all concrete, you know, and could be some rebar and stuff like that out there. So just one of our first, we're going to be going through 2 locks today since we put in the water a little south of Clinton. And we'll go through this lock, and you know, this is some of the risk you run into though is you can get upstream and they could be locking a big barge through, which could take an hour or 2 hours to lock it through, and you could be stuck on the water just chilling for a while. And at that point, might as well throw your anchor out and just enjoy the weather. And I would have brought me a fishing pole, but I thought today I'm just going to relax. Oh yeah, I've been recording since we radioed.
That's where I have it parked right now.
Nice.
Can't you see the dot in the sky of it? Wherever it's at.
No, you can't.
It's 81 feet up.
You sure it's not straight above us?
No, it's a little outside the lock.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see the dot. Damn, it's a tiny dot.
The seagull will take it out, eat it, sucker.
Oh, you're supposed to fly around.
There we go. There we got the green light, we got the horn, and we'll just ease on in there. I'm not sure how much this lock drops. Actually, we'll go up, won't we? Yeah. Since we're going upriver, they'll raise us up. And it looks like it's only about, maybe looking at the wet line,
4 feet.
yeah, it's maybe 4 feet. We'll see better when we're up there. Biggest one we went through was down in Keokuk, where we dropped actually 38 feet. Yeah, that was pretty cool. There was a lot of wall. You had a lot of wall next to you when you were down. There's somebody out here to talk to. I'm gonna ask him what's the normal speed to come in and leave a lock, because I don't know what it is.
Usually it's...
I could be going a little slow. I'm doing 6 miles an hour, so that's normally like your no wig type action.
And pretty much kayakers and stuff, they pull that chain wherever the chain is.
Yeah.
And it rings a bell.
I got the tie out lines out too. Well, I'd be surprised if that's even 2 feet worth of difference.
That's not very much of a...
Uh-uh.
Oh, there we are, one in frame.
Hey, there we are. are, sweet. So we're gonna get you some awesome first-hand footage here, some time-lapse footage. We got the drone up there tracking us coming in. We just look like a dot in this thing. Now this isn't a great big lock. This is 550 feet, 600 feet.
All of them are 600 except Keokuk, which is 1200. I'd say go to that pole.
Yeah. He's gonna, so I think he's ready to throw me down a line to hold on to. We got our bumpers out on the right-hand side of the boat. How you doing? Run up there and grab the rope. Keep us. There you go. We bumped the wall a little bit. I'm in neutral. Ugh. Are we the first ones through today? No. No. So.
I'm starting to see a lot more boats running around down there. It's going to be a beautiful day.
Oh man, it is. Yeah, I can hang on to it if you want. Yeah, watch your head, boy. Yeah. So what's the proper speed to come into a lock?
No wake.
No wake, just 5 miles an hour?
High speed, yeah, low speed, no wake.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, we were sitting there at 5 miles an hour, so I didn't know. I was gonna make sure. And how far past the lock before you should accelerate?
At least past the bull nose.
The bull nose?
Yellow, where the end of the wall's painted yellow.
Yeah.
Past that.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, we're planning on going all the way up to Dubuque in a 50-year-old boat.
Get you there.
It'll get me there. It's got the old inline 6-cylinder in her. So it's been around for a couple of days. He's got the drone up in the air, taking pictures of us going through. I don't know if you're into YouTube or not, but I got the channel. It's called RMD Creations.
Okay.
And that's where all the videos, I work on outboards and inboards and all that stuff, just for the YouTube channel for fun.
Glad there'd be more fishermen out today. I haven't seen too many people out fishing. There's a few up here on the upper end.
There was a couple putting in Comanche down there at their boat ramp.
Yeah,
Looked like avid fishermen. They had their catfish poles, it looked like to me.
Yeah, there's a couple boat trailers sitting up here in the boat ramp.
Okay. Oh yeah. So he's got the drone up right now, folks. It's up there pretty high, 400 feet. And trying to get the whole lock in the picture, but you know, it's 600 feet by, I'm not sure how wide, what a standard lock width is. But this one's actually in pretty good shape. It's got, the cement looks new. We went through one, the oldest one was down there in Keokuk. That thing, the walls look rough.
Well, there's rough ones down low.
They're down low, yeah. But no, this is pretty cool. Once they come up to level, which looks like we're right there at level now. And the water lines come up to where it was wet before we came in, and pretty soon we'll see the, we'll flip you around. You'll see the, I heard them engage them, I heard some noise. You'll see those gates will swing open, and as soon as we hear the horn, open it up to the big wide Mississippi again. Glad it's got that rubber bumper all the way around. That's rubbing the shit out of it. I guess I can quit pulling on it. Yep.
How's it doing today?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing all right.
Just getting ready to toss the line up to you.
Go ahead for it.
Thank you so much. Now we're heading up to Dubuque. See if we can make it there in this old rig here.
A little prayer for you.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Have a safe trip.
Hey, thank you. Push, push.
Oh, Jesus.
That was loud.
Once we get out, I'm going to have to land.
All right.
I'm at 24%.
All right.
I was hoping I could get the whole flight. Oh, I forgot to record the whole thing.
Good thing we're going to be going through both of them again.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that's not good at all. Did it again, Kurt. God damn. Gotta get them higher RPMs. Unbelievable. This ain't cool at all, man. Oh, oh, that's a lot of fuel. Come on, you bitch. Are you kidding me with this? See, it's just dying.
Or blowing on that was overheat.
Yeah. All right, folks, got a little update for you. We're at a little fuel dock in Sebula, Iowa, Island City Harbor, gas and diesel. We just filled up for $4 a gallon. The boat only took 3.28 gallons, which really shocked me. And we had a little problem past the, right down here. I'll point you right at it in the middle of the screen there. There's a shutoff valve. We had a little bit of trouble there. Whoops, sorry, right past the lock, and doggone it if there was leaking some air there and I was losing my prime and we couldn't fire the boat up. We were on the other side of the lock, about drifting up against a barge. My son had his finger stuck in the crack of the concrete to hold us in place. I was dumping fuel down, and then I discovered that was leaking. And so I got my wrenches out and I tightened it up and got it so that the little knobby thing was tight. And so it should be quit leaking air. So that's something that's gonna have to be fixed. I thought I was having a failing fuel pump, and I'm like, okay, we're already, what? We were 12 miles up the river at that point?
12 or 13,
Yeah, 12, 13, something like that. And we were like, oh boy, this is gonna be a little bit of a problem, because whether you're 100 feet from the dock or 12 miles from where you put in on a river, it's a problem. I'm just gonna say it out loud. But we got it, tightened that up, got it fired up, and we just said, well, do we go back through the lock and go home, or do we head up the river a little bit And so we came upriver. That was at 13 miles, say. We're at 26.2 miles. Yeah, we went up a little bit further. Let's just call it ridiculous. You know, in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess. We're glutton for punishment. Anyway, we stopped at the fuel dock. We're tied up here, filled up. We're getting 8 miles a gallon. So according to that, we went 26.29 miles at 3.28 gallons. I thought we'd have burned through 8 gallons by now, so we're actually doing pretty good. I'm pretty tickled with that. If that's the case, 8 miles a gallon. Yep, she's doing good. We didn't have to tap into our, I think we can easily make it to the Dubuque now. We actually are sitting right here idling at the dock, making sure that, you know, when we come off a high idle and come off running, that the fuel pump is still keeping up and it's not just, but so far it fired back up, it's running good. Let's head down river. So nice people at the fuel dock here. We're getting ready to head back up river again and get some wind moving because it's blistering hot out. All right, folks, let's untie and get going. And we'll see you at the next stop. And we got the time lapse. Had to put a new battery in the old time lapse camera, but we got the time lapse going and we'll be good. But yeah, you can see here on our little map here, this is all no bueno, and it shows all the different areas in red. We're actually sitting right here right now. This is us. We'll come out here and head north, or head back out that way and head back up north. Is that vinyl pretty hot?
Yeah.
Son just put his knee down on the vinyl and realized that the temperature was pretty darn warm. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your pain, but I mean, you can't laugh at your best friend's pain. He's not your best friend.
All right, let's roll.
All right, we're unhitched.
Fuck, man, that's
They're gonna give you a 2nd-degree burn.
God damn.
Get a log. What was that? We're in 9 feet of water. That felt funny. There's no rope hanging out, is there, anywhere? Nope. All the ropes are in. Felt a little thumpity thump back there.
Doesn't mean a log hit me going,
Yeah.
or tree.
We bumped something. That's the only bad thing about river exploration, folks, is there is the things that are in it and floating are an ever-changing thing. So now if we go to give it full throttle in it and it just goes to like high RPMs, that was the prop that fell off.
Someone did tighten a nut or something.
I got that thing tight. I got all 3 lock tabs down. I don't want
You're gonna risk it.
I ain't risking the biscuit. All right, we're gonna head toward this old railroad bridge. This is a turnstile. So then the barges go through, they gotta turn that thing so it's long ways facing you and me right now. And then they go back to letting trains across after that. Think we're ready for wide open? Let's get some air movement.
Good gas mileage.
Huh?
Get good gas mileage.
Get better gas mileage. 67%. All right, folks, it's been a trip of not so successful decisions, but I'm hoping we can get home. We made it 72 miles north on the river. We got past lock 13, lock 13, and we ran out of luck. Surprise, surprise. Well, we went through the lock, shut the engine off, went through the lock, got to the other side. There was enough fuel in the carburetor to start us up to get us to the other side, just in time to die and be just a little bit away from the lock. And we drifted back toward the lock. There's a big pillar out there, and there was a crack in it. And I think my son's got permanent pointer finger injury now because he put his finger in the crack and held the boat in place until I finally got it going again. It's serious fuel delivery issue, I'm pretty sure. But I also showed you a little bit earlier that little valve, and it was leaking air, and I think it was losing prime and doing some really stupid stuff. So I tightened up the thing and got the prime, you know, going, and we fired it up and went right, and it got it running. So at this point, we're only 12, 13 miles from the dock. In this situation, 12 to 13 miles could be you might as well be 50 miles or 100 feet, just as bad, right? We're stuck on the river and with no power. What are you gonna do but go with the river? So we got it running, and I said, let's just head upriver a little bit. If it starts acting up, we'll turn around and come back through the dock and go, or back through the lock and, you know, call it a day. Well, as I said in the beginning here, we're 72 miles upriver because we said, hey, it's going. Let's see how far it goes. Now, I got to own all this decision. My son's along for the ride and the adventure, and you know, he's only as stranded he wants to be. He's an independent man. He could go to the shore and get home and leave me stranded, no doubt, but he'd never do that. No man left behind, right? So we get here, we went over to the casino, ate a hell of a good burger at, what was it called? Filaments at the casino in Dubuque, at Diamond Joe Casino. Good food, great service. Got ourselves, I mean, the lady brought us no less than 5 drinks each. And this is Diet Coke. You had 4? Then I had 4. I had 3? Yeah. Felt like I drank 6. Because my bladder's like about ready to bust again. But anyway, so we got back, we had to eat, think about what we're gonna do. How do we recover? Do we rent a car and go back to where we put in at and get the boat, trailer and the vehicle and come back and load out here? Or do we try to fix it and see what we can do to get us back home? Because that's where the glory is, right? Well, we're getting ready to test it. I haven't tested it yet, but let me show you what I did. We got a Edelbrock 4 to 7 PSI electronic pump with a fuel filter in front of it. I cut my line, snagged that on there with a couple of hose clamps, wired it, and you can see the wires going back to the battery, and I put a switch so I can turn it on and off. All right, that's what I did. And we're gonna get ready to test it right now to see if it'll work. But at least if it'll bypass this pump for sure. If nothing else, it'll make sure this pump has something and, you know, get it on up to the carbureting device. So we fired it up, seems to run okay. We haven't tested it full throttle. That's where we were starting to die, pretty heavy. All right, we're gonna close the engine compartment up, fire it up, get back in the main channel and give it a test. If it doesn't work right, we might pull right back in here again because this is safe harbor. A beautiful, the Dubuque harbor area is absolutely gorgeous. They got beautiful slips, they got fuel dock, they got food within walking distance. I highly recommend it. I couldn't think of a better place to be broke down except in my own shop. But that's not an option at this point. All right, let's do it.
More hard. You don't want to turn it.
Did I turn it on? Oh.
Turn it on to show.
I'd like a cold one, actually. Okay, she's fired up. We got temperature in the motor. We're gonna untie the lines and go for it.
This is cool, at least.
The exhaust thrust is actually, and the breeze has pushed me forward a little bit. And hooked, good to go. All right, guys, wish us luck on this crazy adventure.
We've already got prayers and where they're not helping.
Yeah, one of the guys at that lock 13 of all places says, I'll pray for you guys, because I told him we're trying to go 70-some miles up to Dubuque. I said Dubuque. He's like, oh my goodness, on a 50-year-old boat. And he goes, I'll pray for you guys. and it could have been worse, I'm guessing. So I'm glad we had the prayers we had, I guess, right? Oh my goodness. The test will be if it'll hold wide open throttle, because we literally limped in the last mile or so, only doing 15 miles an hour, because it was it started like brrr, brrr. Either the outdrive was locking up, which I don't think that's the case, or I was having fuel delivery issues, which has been the nemesis the whole time. Now that I got the old pump in there, I'm hoping that'll get us back home. So we got a full tank of gas here. We got 2 cans in the back. That should be enough to get us home. We might fuel dock at Comanche again to get us the last $12.
No, not Comanche. That was Nebula.
Huh?
Or
No, yeah. That was just right down here. No, it was way down there, 40 miles. Yeah, well,
that was 14 miles away. So.
We said it earlier in the video. I can't remember the name now. But goodness gracious. Oh. Yeah, we decided to Uber over to the O'Reillys. My son made that call. He's making the better decisions today. Because I'm like, oh, we could just walk over there. It's only 95 degrees and hot, and we could die.
Walk up
But nope.
road that's at a 10-degree incline.
There's a lady worked for Uber. She come picked us up. She waited. She hauled us back. Kudos to her, Mary.
Mary.
Leave last names out of it, primarily because I don't know it and I wouldn't share it anyway. But if she ever sees my channel,
Mary, you're a lifesaver.
she saved our butts that day. All right, this will be the test. I'm gonna go actually upriver a little bit in case something goes kaput.
You want your map now?
Huh?
You want your map?
I do. Oh, hang on. I have a lot of confidence in the electric pump, primarily because my wife texted me.
How's it going?
She's asking if we found anything, you know, like help. I just sent her one back. We're testing now. If we go literally up to that other bridge up there and it doesn't do it, we're good.
Or at least 50 miles. Or 40 miles before it starts flipping.
Yeah. But whatever was wearing out pretty fast.
Yeah.
We're doing 30. Let's see how long you can hold it.
Off right there.
Thank you. Now we literally couldn't do this a little while ago. We couldn't even hit 20. We were trying to hold 20 and it was going like somebody hitting, I wouldn't say hitting a kill switch. It was like a soft kill switch. Oh, mercy sakes. Yeah, we thought the gas tank was running low, thinking maybe it's not getting enough fuel. So we stuck our 10 gallons of, oh my goodness, this is rough. Oh, here we go. We stuck our 10 gallons that we carry with us in there, had it 3/4 full, and it did it some more. And we're like, nope, That's not it. But yeah, we can literally go up to this bridge, circle, and go back by the marina. We cured it. Now, before all you guys out there start calling the Coast Guard and telling them that guy in the 73 Cobalt's got his fuel pump wired up all wrong, it's direct wired, he's gonna blow it up. Don't. I know what I'm doing. I'm in a situation that's temporary. And I've got the wires away from everything. I've got a switch. I even splurged for a switch. What was that? Oh, my dead bike. Oh my goodness. My dead cat trying to leave. Oh, this thing gonna bash me right in the forehead. Like, let's just add to the story, folks.
How are you gonna concussion?
Oh, my boat head butted me. But anyway, it's a temporary solution. I do get that there is a, you know, if you're gonna have an electric fuel pump, it should be through a keyed switch, so when you turn the key off, that goes off. I did splurge to get me an on-off switch, so if we go through a lock and have to shut her down, I can go back there and flip the switch off. But I think we're golden.
You said that before.
Oh yeah, we were for 40 miles until we weren't. We were until we weren't, because we were at what, 13 miles? That's a mansion. Yeah, but we went to 72 miles from that 13 miles on. I think I got it. All right.
We gotta go to the next lock.
No.
Not through, just two.
We're gonna go to the next lock, because if we do some more river run, we'll put in above that lock. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm feeling a lot better. My temperature's coming down. I'm about 7 degrees away from stroke, coming down slowly. And what was up? What's that? We got clouds. We got a chance of rain.
Thunderstorms.
Thunderstorms. Oh my God.
7 p.m.
We got to get back.
Yeah, I don't think that's a quick get back.
We can be back by 5.
This thing goes 120?
Yeah, it goes 120 when I fall asleep. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, off a cliff. Not with the Bimini, it'll probably act like a parachute.
Oh, boy, that ramp was on the other side.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's a good looking ramp.
That's a nice marina after I left there, folks.
Yeah.
Now I want to throw a big shout out to O'Reilly's in Dubuque, Iowa, having everything I need to patch this back together. It has my wiring, electrical tape that I didn't use, some Teflon tape to put the pump together with, clamps with the nice little wing nutty things on it, and
they could have ordered me the $290 fuel pump as well.
they would have ordered me a $290 fuel pump. Would have been here by Tuesday. I didn't want to stay on the river that long.
Not in this condition.
Not in these conditions.
On blue? Yeah, you do.
Blue, I'd be fine. I just throw anchor out and go. No bugs, no anything. So this would be lock number 10.
11.
Are you sure? Oh yeah, this is 11.
12.
11. So this would be lock 11 up here. We are not going to lock through this one. We're just coming up to it. What?
Where's the other GoPro?
The battery's dead. I only had 2 batteries. I got to get more. Well, I got a 3 battery pack. One of them don't work. Won't charge or anything. The other 2 work. Well, we've been holding 30 miles an hour, 28, 29, 30 miles an hour.
to 29. Don't touch the throttle. Do a U and go back and see what speed you got.
All right, we're doing 29 upriver. I'm not gonna touch anything. I'm gonna make a big U-B turn here.
Throw a wing dam?
No, gonna avoid the wing dam. There, we're past the wing dam. Let's see how fast we go downriver.
Lock 11, done. New high score.
New high score.
We've gone all the way from lock 11 or lock 19 all the way up to 11.
So now downstream we gain 3 miles an hour. That's 32.4. It did bounce off 33 on this. That's 33. So yeah, we can get about 3 more miles an hour going downriver at the same RPMs. So actually I'm only doing 3,050 RPM. We're holding at 32 right now. I think we point this thing south and get our butts home before dark.
Yeah.
Goodness. What kind of?
Baby!
I think we got the prop out of water almost.
Asshole!
Here we go. Why? What's making this wake? Oh my God! Jeepers Christmas! Make it stop! Make it stop! Oh, that was a little rough. Anyway, the image stabilization on the GoPro is amazing. But anyway, folks, you know, and that's why I've said this many times, maybe, but once you buy your boat, work on your boat, get your boat, you know, running and driving, and the more you do on your own boat, you can do just like I did and troubleshoot and fix and not be stranded 72 miles from home. Now, if it stops right now, I'm still not stranded 72 miles from home. I'm like 67.
More than 72.
I lost my phone. Oh, mercy.
Oh, God.
There we go, a little more off. Oh. The wind's picked up a little bit. The water's gotten a little rougher.
Oh, but the clouds.
We got a cloud here occasionally. Oh, I don't want to go that slow. I'm not even seeing these. Where are these guys? Look at it. I don't feel like I'm going over anything.
Worst case of porpoising ever.
I might have been porpoising a little bit there.
I don't think so.
Huh?
That was
I just trimmed it down.
that was porpoising.
There's still some.
It wasn't porpoising.
I don't know what to do.
Hold on for dear life.
I guess. We're nowhere near my red line.
This is a wing dam you can see right here.
Whoa.
You can tell that's
I'm getting ready to go over it.
You don't want to go over it?
Huh?
Probably 10 feet down.
You think it is?
You want to find out?
Yeah, that way ruins a whole lot of stuff though. I can just do right this and go right around the end of it. Woo-wee. No, look how far away we were from our red line. We were coming across, we were on that side going up.
Yeah. You're navigating.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Say you're going to sit near the red line and you go far away from the red line. Over a very obvious wing dam that's easy to see.
I thought that water looked funny. But it says it I don't know how deep it is over that wing dam. That guy's getting ready to go right over it.
If he ramps it.
Nothing? Must be deep enough. So we're on red on the left now.
Yeah. Right on the left.
All right, folks. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, my goodness, we're having some fun out here, I think. Boat's performing again. We just got to get a new fuel pump in it. Man, what's your guys' vote? Do I just convert it to electric, or do I put another mechanical in there? Now, this mechanical one has been in here a long time. I don't know, you know, how old it is. It looks like it's got some age on it for sure. But I need to trim back up here. But if it gets us home, yeah, look at the rip on that.
On the ring dam there?
You know, I didn't see that rip coming this way, but
More turbulent now.
well, and I didn't see the white caps. You can see the white caps because of the flow of the river direction. It's much different. So anyway, if it's wrong, is it a bad fix? Get you home safe? The answer is no, it's not a bad fix. All right. Folks, I'm going to turn you off for now. We'll see you hopefully back at a fuel dock or somewhere in between. I heard a fish jump. I'm not seeing anything on the scuba. Hey, folks, we're back here. We have made it all the way back to Lock 13. That means we've covered over 50 miles, right? Roughly, so far. Yeah, from when we left.
37, 26, 60 miles.
Yeah. So the fix is holding up, is what I'm trying to tell you. We put that Edelbrock. Sun's getting some more drone footage here. We got a barge locking through, an empty barge. It's sitting out in the water pretty tall. But yeah, we made it over 60 miles with the Edelbrock fuel pump. Working really, really good. Don't want to jinx it because we're going through Lock 13. But yeah, we got about half an hour wait here because they are locking through a big old barge. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that. We're going to make these fixes back there more permanent. Whether I put a mechanical in, replace what I've got going on with a mechanical, or hook in that electric pump permanent. But you know, you guys don't even have to say it to you. I guess you already know what I'm going to do. If I do put that in, I'll hook that like I did on my Starcraft. I hooked the electric pump up to a keyed switch, so it's only going to be on if the key is on. Which reminds me, I need to turn it off right now. And I got to remember to turn it on before we take off so we don't stall out. But so far, so good. Yeah, that's a neat picture. Let's picture in a picture here. So he's getting some drone footage here. Well, you'll see it in 4K in the video.
Oh, look at over there.
What's over there?
He's in split. This is
Oh, this is the second half of the barge.
This could have been an hour and a half wait.
Whoa, no doubt. Sweet.
For the breakdown, the Dubuque.
Yeah. Oh, we could have beat him in. Barely. But yeah, so it's fun. You know, it's kind of the fuel pump cashing in on us a little bit there. I saw all the warning signs. I ignored them. I figured I'm better than this, but I wasn't. But it's fun. You know, it just challenges you a little bit to see what you know. And thank goodness there's no Rileys nearby, because that saved our bacon for sure. But it's a good time. We're doing about 3 miles an hour faster for the same RPM going downriver than we were upriver. So we're getting a little more economy out of our fuel, but not a lot. I think we can actually make it all the way back on this tank of fuel. We only got about 30 miles to go. That's not for us.
No, that's for him.
Yeah. And we're waiting to hear a horn so we can go lock through, but there's a big old barge locking in through right now. Yeah, there's no way he'd put us through there. At least he'd hit me back on the radio if he was.
Do you have it on?
I'd left it on for sure. There you go. Hear the old, you hear that thing over there just brrr, big old diesels just doing their thing. But it's peaceful out here right now. The water's almost as close to glass as I think the river will get. All right. Well, folks, we'll see you back at the ramp, and hopefully we make it, and we'll have successfully completed about 156 miles round trip, which is our longest round trip to date. It was not without some challenges, but we are persevering. See you in a bit. Well, folks, we had one heck of a day on the river. My day started at 5 a.m. I don't know if I said that before in the beginning of the video or not, but it ended a little after 11 p.m. So that was a long day out on the mighty Mississippi. Lessons were learned, but created some awesome memories, had a really good time out there. The boat, you know, for a 50-year-old boat, and the only thing I had was that fuel. It was fuel delivery issue. Everything else performed flawlessly. What I got left to do now in future videos is I'm going to put a new fuel pump in it. I've got a new mechanical one purchased. I'm going to replace that. I'm going to drain the gear oil to see what that looks like. Because now we have officially over 260 miles on that gear oil, and I'm really curious what that looks like. Now, if you guys, I'm going by miles here just because I'm doing a lot of stretches. A lot of people might not change their gear oil, but once a season, which is probably enough for most people that just go out, run up and down a little small lake a few times, and then, put it away for another 2 weeks and then go out again next weekend. And, maybe they might put, let's just say, 100 to 150 miles in an entire summer, just recreational, pulling tubes and doing stuff like that. This one, we put the hammer down, and we've done a lot of traveling with it so far this year. Like I said, 260 miles, but it's been fun, and we've learned a lot, and somebody's knocking at my door. Why? I'm in the middle of videoing. Why? Oh, what was I saying? But anyway, we had a great time, learned a lot of stuff, very long day, slept hard that night. My goodness, I was so tired. But got up the next day, got a few things done. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Throw me that thumbs up, that helps out a lot. And we'll see you on the next video. I promise you, I've got some outboard stuff coming. I think I got the big secret solved. If you've been following my channel a while, you might know what that means. We'll see. I still got to put it back together. I got one last thing to try, and hopefully it cures it. And I took Ding Ding out on the lake today. More to come on that. It's going to be the bane of my existence on this doggone Ding Ding 20-horse Mercury. But we'll get her. I won't give up till it's right. So, folks, enjoy. Get out there and have some fun while you can. Make some good memories. This is Michael saying, if it ain't broke, fix it till it is. And once you break it, fix it. We'll see you on the next video. I'm out of here.